Predict effort is compliance software for a specific operational decision. Predicts implementation effort required for control modifications based on regulatory changes. This video explains what the tool does, why the workflow matters, and how the output becomes useful decision evidence. The problem is that compliance teams often manage this workflow with scattered inputs, inconsistent review rules, and manual interpretation. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. Predict effort narrows that process into a repeatable model so teams can compare cases without rebuilding the logic each time. Predict effort starts with a defined input contract. Typical inputs include regulatory complexity score, number of affected controls, documentation quality, validation required, and team experience score. Keeping these fields explicit reduces ambiguity and makes every run easier to audit. The workflow then applies calculate base implementation hours by multiplying the number of affected controls with factors for regulatory complexity and system legacy age, determine documentation multiplier based on the quality of existing documentation where better documentation reduces the effort multiplier, calculate validation effort by applying the validation percentage to the base hours with a standard validation rate as per industry guidelines. Calculate team efficiency factor based on experience level and ability to work in parallel, where higher experience and parallel work increase efficiency. And compute total predicted effort by adjusting base hours with documentation multiplier, adding validation hours, and applying team efficiency factor. This keeps the process deterministic, reviewable, and aligned with how compliance teams actually make decisions. Predict effort returns structured outputs such as total predicted effort, base implementation hours, validation effort, team efficiency factor, and effort buildup analysis. These outputs are designed to support review, reporting, comparison, and follow-up actions. Seicher's Eva's controlled way to turn repeated compliance work into a documented business process with clear inputs, transparent logic, and reusable outputs.